Okay, this is a reconciliation looking. I've got a guy who wants to be reunited with his ex partner, or well, they're sort of still on terms, but we want to push things together a lot faster. So that's my petition wrapped in red ribbon, and the photographs again. I've bound them together with my oil and with honey. Um, and I found this actually in the craft store. It's it's like, I'm not sure what you'd call that. Is it's light yarn or almost a strong thread, but it's pink, dark pink and white, all running through the one thread, which I thought was really really interesting and nice. So I purchased that, and I've got his photograph on top because we want him to be the dominating party. So I'm going to put the petition and that together, and a padlock with the keys, and I've already bound the pictures, and I've already said my incantation over that. Everything's been prepared before I started this video, so I won't be showing that. So what I'm going to do now is just tie this in 3 knots. I'm basically saying to myself what I want to happen. Two and one's three. Okay. So it should look something like that. You can use smaller padlocks. I just had this large one at hand. So fumigated glass jar. Always clean these jars. Always clean the lids as well, because in the stores, shops, if they're used or whatever, you don't know who's been handling them. So give them a good wash. So what I'm going to do is pop that in. Okay, and I'm going to look for a cinnamon stick. Okay, and I'm going to put some shards of cinnamon stick in there to add some heat into the relationship. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of moon water. Okay, and some rose water. Again, you don't need all this, just go with what you have. That's the whole point of it. Because this is for someone, I want to do my best on it, so that's why I like to go the extra mile. So that was a binding, and I used the padlock because I want them to be secure. I want the relationship to be basically locked, so that there's no basically there's nothing that can get in the way, and they're together forever. So what's up next? Okay, so I'm going to add in something sweet here. So a bit of honey. And always visualizing the end result as it drips off the lid. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's always so messy. I'm going to put a little heart in there. And these are Balm of Gilead. I can never pronounce this. Balm of Gilead. I'm putting 2, 1 for each person in there. Those are they're very soothing, and they help you get through love issues. So that's why I like to use them. They're, for matters of the heart, Balm of Gilead is very good. So in here I'm going to pop some rose perfume. You can add whatever you want, your own scent, whatever it might be. Just put it in there. I've already dressed the photographs with pheromones for sexual attraction. I'll spray a bit more in. This is my own love oil that I make, so I've already dressed the petition and the pictures with that, so just add an extra bit in. I'm going to put in road opener, a bit camino, because we want to make sure whatever blockages are in the way, we're going to, damn lids, we're going to move them on. Okay, now I'm going to be adding in some the magnets to this at the very end. So that's magnetic sand. Some coffee, because coffee is a stimulant and we want to speed things up. And brush powder, again, precipitation powder, because we want to rush things. We want things to hurry up and happen in the mundane. So that's why we're using that. Oh, it stains my hands every time. So I'm going to put some brown sugar in here. Quite a liberal amount. I want this jar to be very, very sweet. Okay. Put that over there. And I'm going to put a tiny bit of nutmeg in. Sorry, powdered cinnamon. Sorry. Nutmeg. And I'm going to put in some jasmine. Jasmine is very strong, but it's a beautiful smell. Some orange. And rose oil for love. These are all really good oils for love. Everyone is very different in how they do these things. There's no textbook on how you do these things. To me, it's just how you were taught. To me, there's just no. There's so many people, and they say, no, you're wrong. It has to be this way. It has to be that way. That herb's not for that, etc., etc. And I can only go by how I was actually taught. And there's just so many people out there that think they know more than, Anyway, John the Conqueror, because we want the guy to overcome this and be on the winning side. And some come to me oil. That come to me oil that doesn't want to come to me as usual. It's got one of those really bad droppers. Here we go. Okay, and let me see. Some parrot feathers, a bit bizarre, I know. They're sticking to me. Parrot feathers, clean my hands off. Really good for communication. Go away, stop sticking to me. Because parrots, like I said in maybe an old video, parrots chatter, they talk. So that's why I put parrots in there. Not parrot feathers, excuse me. It's that time of the night. A little bit more. They don't want to go in, so they don't. Some rose quartz chips. Or if you've got a full rose quartz, that would be perfect. This my little magnet's coming up next. It's a little magnet, or you can put, like I've done before, you can put a magnet on each photograph and then they're magnetized together. You do it that way. And we'll put some orris root in. Come on, a spoon. It's such a nice smell already. Okay, I'm going to put some lavender. Lavender's great for love. Beautiful smell. It's a calming of, has that calming effect on relationships. And I'm going to put in some ladies' mantle. It's good for love matters as well. Okay, and a bit of licorice root. Good, great for love, and also for you can control the situation with that. And I'm going to add in, it's good for control as well. Some of my red syrup. It's raspberry syrup. I think this stuff is really lovely. It makes the jars look so red and pretty. What's up next? Okay, I'm going to put a bit of confetti just to represent the commitment aspect. And leave that for the end. I'm going to put in some John the Conqueror root powder down. Again, I've added my own bits and pieces to this because, like I said, I don't trust shop bought stuff. It's to me just crap. You better making your own or buying it and adding bits and pieces to it. That's combat powder. That I sort of, I add bits to that, so I do myself. Okay, this is treacle, and I'm going to fill the remaining jar up with it. Remaining bit of the jar, should I say, up with it. It's extremely sticky, and basically it's because, I'll leave it about there, I'm wanting her to come back and stick by his side. So, okay, it's a bit of a mess, but we're getting there. So it's very sticky, it's very gloopy, but I want them to stick together through it all, stick together in their relationship, so that's why I chose that. And I'm going to put in some rose petals for love. Oops. And you could also add in, I don't know, a tarot card to represent love, the Lover's card or one of the Cups cards. But that's all I'm doing for now. I'm not going to finish this. Actually, I will. I breathe into it. I breathe into it 3 times to breathe life into it, and I should give it a shake. And then I have my candle already lit. I place that on top, so it'll look something like that. It's going to glare you out, I'm sure. I'm going to set that aside, and I will be working on that. Set it there for a moment. I will be working on that once I shut down. By no means is that finished. I don't want people to think that these spells are just thrown together, because they're not. I do work on these spells once I end this. This is preparatory work, and I'll continue to do that spell for maybe 7 to 9 days or whatever it takes. I'm not sure, but I'll try my 110% for anyone who is getting this done. I just want you to know that. Also, I'm calling out to Aphrodite on this one. I have a little that someone gave me. It's quite a nice little invocation. So it's Aphrodite of golden hair, with purest love and face so fair, goddess of longing, who inspire and fan the flames of hot desire, lady of pleasure and lustful nights, all acts of love are your rights, queen of love and passions wild, smile upon your loving child. You who were foam born of sea, the client asks, excuse the traffic, client doesn't ask that, the client asks your blessings here through me. And when the sacred rite is through, take my thanks and love with you. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired at the moment, and so if you want me, I can maybe type that out for you if you're interested. So it's Aphrodite of golden hair, with purest love and face so fair, goddess of longing, you who inspire and fan the flames of hot desire, lady of pleasure and lustful nights, all acts of love are your rights, queen of love and passions wild, smile upon your loving child, you who were foam born of sea. You could say for me it's the client asks your blessings here through me, and when the sacred rite is through, take my thanks and love with you. So it's quite a pretty prayer, and no, I didn't write that, so I'm not going to pass it off as my own because I didn't write it. Credits to whoever wrote that, but I did change it up a bit. I'm not much of a poet, so so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to I don't actually have them here at the minute, but I'm going to put some shells, clean this plate up and put some shells around it, and I'll put the jar in the middle of it because Aphrodite, basically because she's born of the sea, I'm going to put the shells around the plate and put the honey jar in the middle with the candle burning, and I'm offering her, that'll be her offering. And the last working that I did with Aphrodite was extremely successful. I know I'm not just saying that. Um, it was actually a guy as well, which is strange. I seem to be called to Aphrodite when I'm working with men. So yeah, he wanted it wasn't for a specific person. He wanted to attract a partner to him, and from what last I heard from him, he was going out with a very attractive lady. He said she was, model looking. So I was pleased, really, really pleased to hear that. He deserved it. He's such a nice guy. But that's it for now. I'm sorry, things are a bit slow on this side. Things are picking things up now. I've got a new internet connection in. That other one, was rattling on at a snail's pace. So to actually record a video and to upload it, edit it, whatever needed to be done was taking the best part of 4 to 5 hours, and I was just not getting enough put out per night. So now I've got a stack of videos that I'm uploading. So it's taking a little while, but if I'm working for you, I'll be in touch with you, or you can write to me, and your video will be here very soon. I've got a lot of workings on on the way. I have a few court workings, and I'll be working with Santissima Morte on that with Jesus Malverde, and let me see who else. I have the fertility working. That's a beautiful working, and I have a working that's basically to get rid of neighbors that you don't want. I'll be doing that, and let me see. So that's basically it. So like I said, that's just the beginning of the working. I don't show the rest of it. I don't show my altar. I don't show anything like that because I find it let's put it like this. If someone wanted to attack me, which can happen, a psychic attack or whatever, I don't want to show my altars and personal work, my in-depth personal work. And sometimes clients come and they ask me if I could show them my nightly working, and I just won't do that because it's too, how can I put it? It's too personal for me. I just can't show the bits and pieces that go on, in my private space. Some things have to remain sacred, and the goddesses that I work with, they don't want that. Not as of yet anyway, and I'm not comfortable with it. So yeah, I don't show altars or anything like that. I have a Santissima Morte altar just behind me, but the one that I actually go to and stuff, that's basically for decoration. You won't see that. To me, I just don't understand why people show altars. I find it very strange. To me, you're opening yourself up for trouble because there's so many crazies these days. You just have to be very careful. So anyway, enough said. houseofmagick@gmail.com, or you can in the down comment section, and I'll reply as soon as I can. Thanks to all of you, and good night.